How I book super cheap flights all the time. What up, YouTube? It's your boy Jermaine back with another video, and in this video, I want to show you guys how I book cheap flights all the time. So first off, I want to show you guys this email that I received 32 minutes ago. 7:17, 32 minutes ago, I received this email. Discover Madrid from $200 one way. Now, this is email from Norwegian Airlines. Now, a lot of times, there's always things to sign up for our email list, sign up for this, sign up for that. Well, if you want to find good deals on airlines, you should probably sign up for their mailing list because they will, send out special deals and special offers. So let's check out this email. Let's look at some of these prices here. So here we go from Los Angeles to Barcelona, 800 for premium and 185 for low fare. And it goes on and on and on. But I'm going to go down here to Oakland slash San Francisco, Barcelona, 185 bucks. Well, pretty much the same price it is to from LA to Barcelona. And then down here, Rome for 190. So wow, that lets me know that there's some really good deals going on. There's some really good deals going on. So this is just one email that I received today, about 30 minutes ago. And I also noticed when I received this email, my Google mailbox is full. You have 15 gigs and I'm at 14.8 gigs. Don't let that happen to you guys. I need to go through and delete some emails. But let's go over to Norwegian's website. I have it over here. And I use Norwegian and I also use Wow Air. And I use Google Flights. So Norwegian, when you go to Norwegian.com, this right here will pop up and you go click on your country. I'm going to click on USA. Now, there's a couple ways you can search on Norwegian. You can just go in here. I can type in Oakland, or I guess I could just hit Oakland, like hit Oakland here. Then I can type in where I want to go to. Let's say I want to go to Rome. So I can just type in there. And then I can just, book the dates. Now, me, I never book, I don't like to book the dates like this. I don't like to book the return tickets because I typically want to fly into one airport and fly out of a completely different airport. That way I could see more than one country on the same trip. So I'm going to hit one way, and then I'm also going to come down here. And if you click on the calendar, these are the days that they have flights flying from Oakland. So you click on one of these days, and I like to just click on a random day. A random day that they have a flight. And then you see how it says selected date here? You want to go to show low fare calendar. So click on show low fare calendar and click book and search. Now when you click show low fare calendar, you're going to get this calendar like this that pops up. And what does this tell you? This tells you that on the 10th, if you book this flight, April 10th, it's going to cost $432.70. However, if you wait till the 24th, it'll be half that price. Actually, it'll be more than half that price. It'll be $189.90. Now, me as a budget backpacker, me as a budget traveler, which one do you think I'm going to pick? Obviously, I'm going to pick April 24th instead of the 10th. Now, if I did not search this way, I wouldn't see that. So that's one way to search. This is one way I like to search on Norwegian's website to find the super cheap deals, super cheap flights. And I'll show you guys another way. Another way, let's just say we go to Norwegian website from the first page. We're going to just start over again. I'm going to click on USA. And I'm going to come to the home page. Now, in the other video, I just, hit Oakland, Oakland to Rome. If you really want to find the cheapest flights, you go over here. You click on this thing, and you go to destinations. Once you go to destinations, I already have Oakland typed in because it knows that I'm flying from Oakland. But you want to scroll down here, and this right here will blow your mind. This is why I'm having a hard time staying in San Francisco. This is why I'm having a hard time staying in my own country because of this whole Norwegian Airlines deal. They got these flights on here for these flights are literally a steal, guys. These flights are so cheap. Like, it's hard. Like, I'm always looking for flights. It's hard for me to stay focused. Um, these are some of the flights. I'm just going to go through this really fast. There's a lot of locations on here. Let's just click on Barcelona, Spain, just for example. We're going to click on the 164.90. Let's click on it. Now, once we click on it, we see the dates here. So we have this pretty much the same calendar that I showed you before, but this one is just a little slightly different. Now, this is also selected for a round trip, so you can see 180, 164 here, and then if you wanted to make it a round trip, you could just click on, I guess, this one here. Now, when you click on both of these, I'm going to walk you through this. We're going to go show departures. Now, with Norwegian, this is the thing with Norwegian. You guys, you got to know this about Norwegian. This ultra fair price, this super low price, you don't receive any meals and you don't have the option to pick your seat. You can only bring one bag on board. Usually, I like to fly with this option because I know the food's not that great on Norwegian, and you can pick a seat, but it costs like 45 bucks. I haven't yet picked a seat on Norwegian, but if you're really picky about that, you can pay 45 bucks and pick the seat, or you can go to Low Fare Plus, which is $254. This one you can take up to 2 bags on board. You get no, not 2 bags, up to 2 meals on board. You get the seat reservation, and you get to check one bag. I just want to I just want to walk you guys through that really fast. Okay, so this is Norwegian. Now we're gonna go back over here. Now let's go back to that long list of destinations here, and let's keep going down. And as you can see, there are a ton of destinations on here. Budapest. Oh man, Budapest is so much fun. I had a blast in Budapest a couple years ago. They got deals going to Budapest. Now, what I usually do is I use this to see where the cheap flights are going. And you can also change this because right now, as the filming of this video, I'm actually in Lithuania. So I could actually change it here, but I know that they don't have a lot of flights flown out of this little small country in Eastern Europe. But let's see, Dublin, Ireland. Oh, Dubai. Let's check the dates on Dubai because Dubai would be a fun place to go. Well, I don't know about a fun place to go, but it'd be a place that I've never been. Now, another reason I like to use this whole destination breakdown is this is to book a round trip. I don't know. Once again, I don't like to book round trips, so I can just look at the date and see, okay, April the 23rd, and then I can just go back to the other page and just book a one-way flight. That's another way. So here are some flights here on the Norwegian site. I'll just keep scrolling down to give you guys just a quick example. London Gatwick, 164. That's not bad. Now let's go over here to WOW Airlines because one way I like to book cheap flights is you have to have your flight from the U.S. going to Europe, or have your flight from the U.S. going to Asia, and you usually fly to a gateway destination. What I mean by a gateway destination, I mean a city like London or Stockton, or the main city where like the flight lands, and then from there you venture off to other places. So let's go to WOW Airlines because they're very similar, and they have you can find some really good deals on WOW Airlines, and they have great um, um, destination cities here. So it's on WOW Airlines, it pretty much works the same way. You just go to wow.com. I'm just gonna go to it again. So you go to wow.com, and you want to select origin, and I have San Francisco here selected. And once again, it shows you the cheapest prices that they have. So let's just click on Amsterdam for example. And as you can see, it says it just has the dates broken down. So May, let's click on May. Let's see what dates they have for May. For 177 bucks, one way to Amsterdam. Now, with WOW Airlines, this is the thing with WOW Airlines versus Norwegian Airlines. Norwegian Airlines have a lot of non-stop flights from California going all the way to Europe. With WOW Airlines, you always have to stop in Iceland. So that's the thing. Now, different thing with WoW Airlines, I kind of like their their seat configurations better on WoW Airlines. I can get into that in a second here, but let's just click on this one, and you see for $177, you can just take one personal item. Now, if you bump it up to $281, you get more things. You get to check a bag, pick a seat, get an extra carry-on bag. You still get your first personal item, so you can really bump it up. Um, but this is WoW Airlines, and yeah, I do want to leave this site. I just want to go back to the other page. Okay, once again, we have good deals going to Barcelona, and once again, we got the good deals going to Barcelona, Berlin, Brussels. Oh my gosh, like everything's $177. Look at these freaking prices. Copenhagen, Dublin. Oh my gosh. Like, this this makes it hard to stay in the US, especially when you live in the Bay Area, and the Bay Area is so freaking expensive. Like, gosh, Eastern Europe is so cheap. Oh my gosh, it's so cheap. Hey guys, you should get out and travel, man. Everything's 177 from the Bay Area. Look at that. This is a beautiful day. So this is WoW Airlines. Now, let's say, oh wow, what's going on in Tel Aviv on June 18th? No, June 2018. Because flights are 1679. I don't get that. Okay, so once you get to your gateway city, let's say you booked your flight and you have flown to London. Type in London here. This is Google Flights. I really like Google Flights. Google Flights is pretty fly. Let's say you want to fly to London, and let's say you want to go country hopping. You want to bounce around. This is your first time in Europe, and you want to go to a handful of places, and you don't want to spend a lot of money. You've already spent a couple days in London. Now you want to go somewhere else. So let's say you want to go to Sweden of all places, because I know you can get really cheap flights to Sweden. So let's just say Sweden. Let's book a one-way flight, and let's just look at the calendar so we can get the cheapest dates. Look at these dates. So here, if you fly out on the 17th, you can get a flight for $10. Let's just click on that and see what airlines is that. That sounds like it's got to be over Ryanair. Yeah, here we go. This is Ryanair. This is a budget airlines in Europe, so you can go Sweden for $10. Okay, now that's you can take one bag on the plane. Now, if you want to know more information, I'm not going to just go into it in this video about you know Ryan's pricing, but yeah, there's a $10 flight right there. And then let's say you let's say you want to go from Sweden and you want to go somewhere else. So from Sweden, you want to go. Let's figure out. Let's look on here to see what are cheap destinations. So we can go to Oslo for 88 bucks. We can go to Berlin for $32. We can go to Rome. Let's just click on Rome. Let's see what deals. No, that's not Rome. Rome. Let's see what deals we can get for Rome. And let's click on the dates. As you can see, there's a lot of $20 days once again. So if we leave on the 17th from Stockholm, Sweden, we can go all the way down to Rome for $20. And that is a 2-hour, 55-minute flight. That's crazy. That's super cheap. Okay, so now we're in Rome, and we want to leave Rome. So where do we want to go next? We want to go from Rome to, let's say, Barcelona. I gotta put Rome here actually. Okay, so now we can go from. We gotta change the dates because we search on the same day. Wow, so if I guess on the 17th it's $50, but let's say we want to leave a week later, it'd be $75 to go, which is not bad at all. But if we stayed longer and we left on May the 9th, we could do it for $21. What airline is this? Oh, that's Ryanair for $21 once again. You guys can see a trend here. Ryanair has really cheap flights. But let's say you wanted to go to someplace a little bit farther away. So we're in Barcelona now. Let's say you want to go to Turkey, Istanbul. I'm gonna type in Barcelona here. Yeah, Barcelona. Let's say we want to go to Istanbul, Turkey. We want to get far away. So now we got flights. Here's a flight for $114 a week later. And this is a non-stop flight, 3 hours and 35 minutes. And it'll take you all the way to Istanbul, Turkey. Let's say you want to go from Istanbul, because you're just an adventurous world traveler. Um, Another way I like to do it is just bounce around, just see what works. So we're gonna type in Istanbul from here, and we can go all the way to Dubai. And let's say we're gonna do a week again. We could go all the way to Dubai for $109. Okay. Now, the problem with that is, let's look at a map here. Dubai is way over in the Middle East. Now we've worked ourselves way over on the other side of the world. I'm gonna pull up a map really fast so we can see. I'm gonna zoom out. It thinks I'm in New York, but I'm definitely not in New York. I'm pretty far from New York. Continue zooming out. Okay, so remember we started in Oakland. We started over here in California, and then we flew over to England, then we went to Sweden, then we went down to Italy, then we went down to Spain, and then we went over to Turkey, which is over here. Now we're getting pretty far from Oakland because we started out over here. Well, yeah, we started off over here, and then we began our journey here, and then we were in this area, and now we're all over here in Turkey. And no, wait, we're actually in Dubai, so we're even farther away. So let's see where we can go now. Do we want to go around the world, or do we want to go back this way? So now you can just play with it. You can just see which way works. So I'm gonna come over here. I'm gonna type in. Let's type in BKK, which is Bangkok. I need to type in Dubai here. And wow, that I was actually surprised to see an airline that would that would hook it up like with the pricing. I would think that it would just cost more. Look at the dates on this. Look at the dates. Like seem like it's the same price every day. So if I want to go to from Dubai to Thailand on Sri Lanka Airlines, uh, I don't know I don't know what kind of safety standards they have. But well, look at the legroom. It says average legroom, so it can't be that bad. And this is 4 hour flight, and then you have a layover, like 2 hour layover, and then you got another 4 hour flight. That's actually not a bad flight, you know. And then here's Kuwait Airlines. You could take Kuwait, which pretty much only difference between these two is the layover location. You know, and this flight's a little bit longer, 7 hours and 10 minutes, and this one's 1 hour and 45 minutes. But then you also have a 3 hour, 35 minute layover in Kuwait City. So you can take that one and then stay for a week. And now let's look at the map again. Now here's Thailand. Once you get back to Thailand, once you get here to Thailand, it's almost faster to go this way back to the US versus to go back the other way. So let's keep this chain going here. So we're gonna go. Um, let's type in Hong Kong here, and then we want to type in BKK. So now we're leaving Bangkok, and we want to go to Hong Kong. I want to do this a week later. Now, you may not necessarily do this a week. Maybe it's a couple days, or maybe it's longer than a week for some places. But for this video, I'm just using a week, for example. And then now you can find, another cheap flight. This is Malaysia Airlines. Whoa, what am I doing here? Yeah, this is a two-hour flight, 2.5 hour layover in Kuala Lumpur, and then 4 hours from there, which is, I don't know, it's kind of a long way. But the pricing is really good. You could probably find one with a better layover, but it's gonna cost a little bit more. Let's see. Now let's say you want to go back to the US. Let's say you want to go back to Oakland, and I'm going to show you guys a little trick you can use with Google Flights. So we're going to type in Oakland here, and then we're going to go back to Oakland, and we're going to type in this plus, and we're going to put SFO. And the reason why we're going to do that is now it's going to search both airports, and we're leaving from Hong Kong, remember? We're not leaving from Bangkok. Okay, so we got a cheaper flight, and look at this flight. Not only did we get a cheaper flight, we got a better flight. This is a non-stop flight for $313, but we got to change the date because that was the same day that we flew the other day. Okay, yeah, for $313. So that's not bad. That's not bad. So you can literally bounce around the world using Google Maps and also um, Norwegian Air and Wow. These are all tools that I use to bounce around the world. Now, these are 3 sites that I use to book cheap flights all the time, and I really like Google Flights a lot. Now, you can use Orbitz or I think Expedia, Priceline. They're pretty much the same, but with Google, you can do some pretty cool features. I'll show you guys this one other thing. You can search on this one other way. You can search on Google Flights. You can use the Explore map here. I don't really do this because I kind of use Norwegian Airlines. So if you use the Explore map, you can just type in like Oakland, and then once again, you can also put in another city. So we're gonna put in Oakland and San Francisco. It's gonna show us the cheapest flights from Oakland or San Francisco going to all these other destinations. So Atlanta for 177. So I can go from here to Atlanta for $177, or I can go over here to Wow Airlines, and remember y'all saw those 177s, all these 177s going all over the world. So I mean, it's kind of tough to want to go to Atlanta, a city in America, when for 177 I can go all the way over here. I think less people, maybe a lot of people just don't know about Wow Airlines and all these cheap flights. But guys, they out there, they exist, and you can even move this thing around the world. But it works a little bit better for the U.S. Let's see. Yeah, you can just move it around the world here. But the holiday season's coming up too. Well, not the holidays, but the summertime's coming up. So this is travel season approaching. So flights are gonna be more expensive coming up soon. But guys, I just wanted to make a video showing you guys how I book super cheap flights. I really would love to see more young Americans travel because traveling is it's a great thing, and it really makes you happy, and you learn so much, and you learn how fortunate you really are and all those other things. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Peace out.